Hey YouTube, what's up? Remember how I was going to I showed the house in person or what it looks like on the video that sale. This is the house, what it looks like on Zillow. And remember how I said it was not today, but I don't know when exactly it was built. It was built in 1987, and there's, I think, how much they want, which is probably why no one has wanted to buy it, because it's too much money. But I thought I'd show what it looks like on Zillow. So this is what it looks like, and there's a swimming pool right here. See, there's the water fountain. Looks just like what I showed on the outside. Instead of walking up to it, I thought I'd save my time, because I was already walking back a little bit coming back from the street to drop off the trash and recycling. That I would go ahead and I would show you on Zillow. I was thinking how I was going to do it when I came back, and here's what I came up with and how I was going to do it. It used to be painted yellow, and then the person on it for painted it that color, except you can see right there, they kind of didn't quite stay in that part. You can see a little something right there, it looks like. There's the kitchen. It looks a little dated in some spot, maybe the countertop, but there's what the kitchen looks like otherwise. So pause the YouTube video if you want to see it yourself. I did try to show it to you for at least a good couple of minutes to get the idea of what it looks like on Zillow. I'm going to try to show the whole thing, hopefully, on here. We got a farm sink, looks like. Dishwasher, I think is over there. Of course, doing this on my tablet. And as you can see, we got charged out last night, so it was at 4%, but I'm charging it now. There's a stove, range, cabinets. Yeah, so I'm probably right. Dishwasher's right there, looks like. Big stove. It's like skylight right there. There's the living room when you first walk in. Brick looks a little dated right there. Living room looks a little smaller. Paint color's kind of boring to me, but what do you think? You got a second story house. You can see stairs right there. There's your outlets. It's like type that I got, those decor type. So those beige ones I have in white. There's your bathroom, kind of right by the front door, which is kind of interesting. What I look for in Zillow, sometimes they'll show the bathroom exhaust fan. So, and of course the style of switches, what they look like. So, wants to know what it looks like on Zillow? Here's what it looks like on Zillow. See, they didn't show the bathroom exhaust fan. The countertop looks like it's been recently replaced. sometimes save money, they'll just repaint the cabinets if they're in good shape. Otherwise, place them. That light fixture looks a little dated. There is a essential vacuum. See that right there? That's what I also look for on Zillow. Now, sometimes there's still the essential vacuum plug, but the person that sold the house took the unit or hose with them to a new place. I'm not sure why they would do that. I guess so that the person that does buy it has to put more money and time in buying new. So that's kind of interesting there. And you see you got a shower detector up there, it looks like. Light, your hallway. Guessing laundries are down there. But you can see that's your essential vacuum. I got lots of YouTube videos about those. One of the bedrooms. Carpet, if you like carpet in bedrooms. Not really a carpet person because it gets all stained over time and needs placing. Tile looks kind of interesting. I could have seen it before, but I thought I'd show you guys what it looks like on Zillow. Oh yeah, so there's laundry room. What I look for in the laundry, sorry to interrupt here for a second, but as you can see, there's the electrical panel. It's not all the way closed. What I look for in there is the main breaker, where it looks like where it's at. One way tall, you see smaller breakers that are like this, and then there's like a space. The big one is 100 amp or 200 amp. That's what I look for, and to see which way it turns off. It goes up and down or vertical side to side. And it's gonna say, but I wrote myself there, but sorry, I wrote myself there. I actually wanted to show that, and then I figured come back to the subject I was gonna say, and that is, see that little pipe that's right there? That little red ball valve, that's a gas dryer. So it's like there's a gas dryer, or you probably can see something right there for electric dryer hookup. Or feature-wise, if you want to have a ventless dryer hookup. And I don't see where the bathroom exhaust fan is on this one. They probably didn't show it. Because you got a shower right here. So it should be nearby. That's why I would put it. But outside the shower, so I just take a shower, all that moisture goes up and out. I'm guessing it's either in the bathroom there or somewhere there, or they have one. And as you can see, they have that window, which I think it's code to also have let the moisture out, but I would, of course, have a fan. And I think it's code required to have both fan and window. Leave a comment down below if that's what it should have by code. Here's the fan, this one. See? It's like it's an all new tone, 1970s new tone, 80s new tone. See the fan? I made it blurry. That right up there is the fan. So probably 80s fan, or it was built when the house was built. Another thing I wanted to mention, after you scroll down, it'll show essential vac and the thing below and all the other stuff, I think, which did not know that until afterwards I found that out. And I think we're just about back to the beginning of the house. by way of any home inspectors out there watching this, I think there needs to be a rail right there and a rail right there for safety, because you can see there's no rail. You know, it's not that high up. I would still put one in for safety. There's your in-ground pool. No automatic pool cleaner. They probably took it out because they probably, person that's looking at this probably doesn't like seeing it, or just interferes with the style when it's off for sale. I've definitely seen that on. So sometimes it's not minded, and they'll leave the automatic pool cleaner in there. So, and then you see right there's the chemical thing to keep the pool sanitized. Not a bad idea to have. Never knew this, but see that right there? That's what's recommended, not putting those in pool skimmers, because it can apparently damage something over time. I never knew that until I watched some person on YouTube, a pool professional on YouTube, that mentioned that. So that's a good tip. Deck looks kind of newer, hopefully not rotten. Looks like it was recently redone. I think there should be a rail here and a rail by the stairs. See, I have one up there. So that's what I probably put there. I mean, home inspectors watching this and agreeing with me. There's even a hot tub. Not too much to look at there. It's kind of older, ugly, and dated, but it works if those who want to do it. There's, I think, the garage. Sometimes they show that on Zillow and our house I looked at. Sometimes not, for some reason. I don't know why that is. And look, that does not look familiar from showing in a video not too long ago. I think so. I think that's what it looks like above. Pause the video if you want to see this. That's the floor plan layout. Forgot to mention, I also have seen that on Zillow as well. Got a fan, looks like right there. Got a shower, it's like their outhouse, kind of interesting looking ceiling. Not really finished, looks like. It's like someone just started doing this, said, how I'm done with putting that up, and decided to leave it like that, which kind of looks interesting. Especially if someone's going to see that and go, okay, not sure why they left that. Not sure why to buy the house now. See, this is what I think it should look like when it's been finished, at least. Looks much nicer and more professional. If the YouTube people out there agree with me on that. And I think we're back to beginning. Yes, we are back to beginning. For some reason, I'm doing this a little hard. There we go. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our pipes. And don't forget to share this with your family. And check out my latest posts on YouTube. Hope you guys enjoyed.